Quick question, what's the ugliest thing in Gelli World? Man, why are you zooming in on me? Hi, I'm Fairlii. I'm developing a farming, Animal Crossing, Pokemon, Slime Rancher inspired game called Gelli World, and this is a devlog. I've determined one of the ugliest things in Gelli World is the player. I mean like the main character. I don't mean you. All of my subscribers are beautiful, and if you too want to be beautiful, click the subscribe and like button on this video. When Gelli World started 8 months ago, I drew this guy. He's the main character, he fits the farming theme, and he also has an unfinished walk animation. He kinda sucks. Gelli World is centered around the player, and having one predefined main character doesn't help the average person feel immersed into the Gelli World universe. I want people to be able to express themselves in whatever way they want, so my goal for today is to create relatable player sprites, new races, new hairstyles, new clothing, and brand new animations. My goals for this new character were pretty simple: look cute and don't suck. So I opened Aseprite and take a look at this guy, and I really couldn't figure out how to improve him. I mean, he's kinda cute, but I also don't think he fits the style of the game that well. I didn't want to work on the body, so I started trying to draw a better head. I was pretty stumped, but then I got a call from my friend CozyToes. Hello?
Bro, the eyes in Gelli World are really ugly,
Okay.
and I hate you.
Life of a game dev, am I right? And he was exactly right. All I had to do was this, and the head already looked much better. But then I thought I should change the design of the eyes themselves, and I tried a bunch of different things, and all of them were ugly. Now that we have a nice looking head, I moved on to the body. I know that I'm not a funny game dev meme kind of channel, but creating the new character design really felt like this. Oh wow, it's pretty. Oh. I felt like every pixel I put down either fixed or ruined the sprite, and it was starting to get really annoying. I essentially ended up taking the player character and squishing it down to make it cuter. Now that it has a big head and a little body, it reminds me of Funko Pops. I actually dislike Funko Pops. I think they're ugly and scary, and I'm sorry that I just upset you. Eventually, I got to a character design I liked, and I didn't just like it, I loved it. I mean, look at these two side by side. The new one is clearly the superior choice. I'm gonna give him a ribbon for winning. So my game is highly inspired by games like Stardew Valley and Animal Crossing, and those games have awesome character customization. And since my game is similar, I wanted to have really awesome character customization as well. Something cool I'm doing with Gelli World is having multiple different races. The first race is humans. Kinda lame though. But the second race, you'll have seen if you watch my Ullalian devlogs. It's known as an Aifur, and it's essentially a fox person. I started with the Aifur head from Ullalian and made it just a little bit cuter to fit the Gelli World aesthetic. I also made the hands look more like paws. Here's the finished Aifur. The next race I made you can also see in the Ullalian devlogs. It's an adorable cat race known as an Ullalian. This design was a bit harder for a few different reasons. The first being that the Ullalians are shorter than the other races, so I have to make the body a pixel shorter. I also didn't like the original head design from Ullalian, so I had to make it cuter to fit Gelli World more. Essentially, I took the head and made it a bit rounder and changed the eyes to be a different shape. Last but not least is a brand new race called the Rainor, and they are freaking frogs. Their head shape was a bit harder to make, but it turned out so cute. You also can see they share the same height as the Ullalians. Also, it's a frog. I mean, like, what's not to like? Now that I had all the different races created, it was time to animate them, which was the hardest thing that I've ever done. First, I started with a walk cycle, and man, it was a journey. I tried to make colored squares to visualize movement of the hands and the feet, and I just couldn't get it to look how I wanted to. By that I mean, I threw a little baby fit and cried to people on Discord. I almost wanted to have a cartoony and jumpy feel to it, sort of like in the Mario games, but I was having a ton of trouble getting it right. Eventually, I finished the walk cycle, and this is what it looks like. On a side note, I spent so long on this animation that I really wish I could throw hands with it. Next, I needed some more animations. I made 2 frames for a jump and a fall, as well as the animations for using an item or a tool. In the game, holding items is a major mechanic, so I needed to make variations of the animations while an item is being held. These are pretty simple to create. With that done, I have all the animations for the player. That's just for the human. I gotta do it for the other races too. The next course of action was giving these guys some hair. Also, there's some naked guys there. Don't look at that. I'm gonna take this head here and I'm gonna use this as my model for these hairstyles. I got some nice longer hair. I got this shorter hair. I don't even know what this one actually is. It just kind of looks funny. I have this shorter, messier hair. This was my attempt at a bowl cut. We got an afro, some super messy hair, longer hair with buns, and a ponytail. I didn't want to be too intricate with the hair because I just wanted to be able to smack it onto someone and then it looked good. Over here, I also have some of the hair colors that I want to have in the game. I wanted a mixture between real hair colors and some more vibrant ones, and I think this collection that I have right here is pretty nice so far, but I definitely want to add more in the future. After I did the hair, I started working on clothing, and clothing is annoying because I have to draw it for every single frame of animation. And there are absolutely a lot of frames of animation. If you're curious as to how I do that, I have this project right here, which just has the base player with all of the animations on it. And then I have the clothing all on separate layers, and I just draw it for each of the layers. Here's the clothing that I've drawn so far. The signature overalls, this red striped shirt, an orange shirt, this blue shirt that's a short sleeve, and I also have some blue pants, brown pants, green pants, and blue shorts. And of course, shoes. You gotta have some shoes. I got some brown boots, some blue shoes, some green shoes, and some white shoes. Also, this guy has his own shirt as well, so that's another shirt. Wait, hold up. You're just gonna glance over my mans when he's dripped out of his mind? I might have to unsubscribe for that, for real. These guys are actually taller than these guys, so that means that I have to draw the clothing at different sizes for them. So that's also another added element to how annoying it is to make clothing for these guys. Wait, hold up. Fairlii, you gonna pass over these guys? But I'm definitely not finished making more clothing, so if you have clothing ideas, please let me know down below. I can quite gladly say that I have a really awesome base for character customization, and you know what? I'm gonna take that ribbon from that sprite that I gave earlier. I'm gonna give it to myself instead. There's probably a ton of hair and clothing option ideas that you guys have, so if you have any thoughts, please leave a comment down below and let me know. In the next devlog, we're gonna take all of the things that we made in this devlog, smack them into Unity, and make a character creation system, so I hope you'll stick around the channel in order to watch that video. Also, I think you're really cool and I enjoyed that you watched this video, so if you haven't subscribed, please click that button. It helps me out a ton. And also like this video if you liked the video that you just seen. I'm trying something new with these videos, so let me know how you think about this format and if it all felt good to watch and you enjoyed it. Thank you to all my patrons for making these videos possible. If you want to see these videos early and get behind the scenes, check out the Patreon down below. Hello?
I'm gonna try again.